Hi everybody, I'm Brianna and welcome back to my favorite maple tree for our next Sabbat video. Today we are talking about Lammas or Lughnasadh. My maple tree she is starting to shift a little bit. She's got some yellow leaves and she's starting to sound and feel a bit dry. So she is starting to shift with the earth. This Sabbat, Lammas, is the first harvest of all of our abundance and prosperity, our harvest of the seeds that we planted back at Beltane when we were honoring the masculine and the feminine energies. I find Lammas quite a simple Sabbat to celebrate. It's really just about harvesting from the earth and celebrating with your friends and your community. And the symbolism is also quite simple. It's really, all about corn and wheat and yellow and gold and even broomsticks. So Lammas is very beautiful and it's also very simple, which really works out because we're in the height of the summer. There's a lot going on and there's a lot of chaos at this time of the year in terms of everything that we're doing. And so it's really nice and kind of a breath of fresh air to have such a simple Sabbat to celebrate. So in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about Lammas and the overall energy forecast happening within the collective right now. And I'm also going to share 5 ways to honor Lammas and really just pay attention to the earth and what's happening within yourself. Lammas is typically celebrated on August 1st to 2nd, but it is an entire season. And this year, August 1st with Lammas lands on a full moon in Aquarius. And so this is a really, really beautiful and potent time on the wheel of the year. And it also comes with the Lion's Gate on August 8th. And this year we have a blue moon, so a second full moon in August at the very end of the month. So there's a lot of completion energy. And there's also a lot of energy of letting go. Aquarius wind, as wind is happening now all around me, really helps us to let go. And also Litha that we just had is very much a water season, and I'm really recommending that we take water into this earthly time as well, because there are very strong themes of letting go of the past, and water can really, really assist us in doing that work. And I've been allowing water to really show up for me as well, and I will talk about that a little bit more in the video. So a quick rundown of Lammas. It's also called Lughnasadh or a harvest festival. It's typically celebrated August 1st to 2nd. The gods that honor this Sabbat are Lu, Demeter, Sol, and even Selene, because the moon is starting to overtake the sun. Colors at this time are gold and yellow, so crystals like sunstone, yellow citrine, amber, those are things that really celebrate and honor Lammas, as well corn, wheat, anything that you're harvesting. The blackberries are starting to come in, other berries, pears, apples, all of these things are representing Lammas, and making things like bread, a bread man, corn dollies, using broomstick magic, and really having feasts and celebrating with your friends and your family and your witches, and just really sharing the abundance that the earth is giving you with other people and paying it forward in that kind of way. Those are really beautiful ways to celebrate this Sabbat. Lammas also asks us to look at what needs to get cut down in order to harvest the things from the earth and within ourselves. So, physically we have to cut branches, we have to cut things from the vines in order to bring that harvest in, but also what are we cutting out of our lives in order to allow our manifestations and allow our embodiment to come to fruition. I mentioned at Litha we were really letting go of karma and karmic ties and belief systems and doing all of that work, and I did all of that through Litha. I utilized this particular Litha season to do some of the most intense deep shadow work I have ever done. I let go of things that I literally didn't think I was ever going to be able to let go of. And so I created the space to allow me to embody myself in a new way and move into this stage of integration with Lammas and really begin to witness the seeds that I planted many moons ago and that I am starting to grow within me, and that I'm able to begin to harvest those manifestations. I hope that makes sense. So let's move into my 5 ways to honor Lammas this year. Tip number 1 is to have a feast, host a gathering, have a celebration, celebrate with your friends and your family and your witchcraft communities. Do things to share the harvest that the earth is giving you and pay it forward in that kind of way. And at your harvest, doing things like having corn and wheat if possible, making your bread man and your corn dollies and doing broomstick magic. Those are really great things to do as a group and honor Lammas. So my coven and I, we gathered yesterday on Sunday for a garden party and ceremony, and we had a bread man. One of the witches there made a bread man, and the bread man was very well endowed, and that's not the piece I got the leg, but the right leg. And so yeah, having a bread man just makes it so silly and so fun, and just really embodies summer in a way, you know, just that silliness and that funness and that inner child work. I just feel like bread men are so fun. And something very unique about this particular year with our coven is a witch that had passed gifted us many of her personal belongings, and we got to choose whatever we wanted. I received this bracelet. So this is a bracelet from another witch who has passed. She was a shamanic witch, and I felt so drawn to this bracelet. And I was also gifted other things. I was gifted a cauldron book, which is actually more about Wicca, but I've been working very strongly with cauldrons lately. And also one of the witches, she was a newbie actually. It was her first Sabbat with us, and she was gifted the witch's broom, which I just thought was so beautiful. And I remember having a conversation with her yesterday about how receiving your first broom is an initiation, and how powerful it was that she was gifted this witch who had died. It was her broom, and she was receiving it on Lammas. Like, that symbolism is so powerful, and I just thought that was so beautiful to witness her receive that broomstick. And so there are so many different ways that you can celebrate with your friends and family and really do anything that aligns with you. It doesn't have to have any of the Lammas celebration. Just have a dinner with your friends and your family and just, you know, speak a blessing or just give thanks and gratitude to how the earth is giving you everything that's on your plate and everything that's surrounding you right now. Tip number 2 is to give an offering to the earth. Now, this is very simple to do. You can literally do absolutely anything you want. I'm offering the earth today, offering my tree, just some extra roses that I have from my garden. And because I've been doing so much water work and doing very deep water rituals, I have also been giving crystals to the water. So do whatever works for you and just give something back to the earth as a way to show some gratitude and respect for all of the things that she is giving you right now. Tip number 3 is to assess your energy input and output. Where is your energy going and what kind of energy is coming into you? And do not be afraid to set boundaries so that you are in control of your energy output and input. Because spiritually we are collectively in a state of ascension and uprising and embodiment, it's really important to refine your energy, refine your environments, your friend groups, the things that you're consuming. All of these things are really important to reevaluate right now, specifically in 2023 with this Lammas, because we are about to start a new cycle with Samhain, and we want to be strong as we are going into the darker months. But like I said, there is a collective uprising happening specifically right now, and it's time for us to be truthful about what needs to come into our lives and what needs to leave so that we can be our strongest selves, so that we can step into our power, step into our purpose, and really embody ourselves. As well, really assessing your energy output and input allows you to prioritize the things that are supporting the work that you're doing for yourself right now. So a perfect example for me is I need to swim for about 2 hours a day, and I have been designing a ritual that I am doing over the next few days with the full moon and with Lammas, where I swim this very long channel. It takes about a half an hour one way, and at the very end of it there's this cauldron in the earth where a waterfall comes in. It's literally like a circular cauldron. If you've ever seen H2O, where the mermaids go into that kind of cauldron in the ocean and the full moon goes over them and they turn into mermaids, that's exactly what I'm hoping will happen to me. But I go to this cauldron, I give my offering to the cauldron, and it's just my top priority right now. And that might not make sense to a lot of people who have, you know, a lot on the go, but it's my top priority, and I need to sacrifice anything that does not allow me to do that. So whether that's literally hanging out with people or doing a specific kind of project, I'm sacrificing things so that that becomes my number one priority. So really assess where your energy is going and what's coming in and how it is supporting you as you embody your purpose and embody your highest self. I also want to say something that might make people uncomfortable, but reclaim the word selfish. It is okay to be selfish. This is your life. This is your reality, and you create your magical realm, and you need to do what it takes to create the life that you love and the life that aligns you with your most authentic self. So reclaim the word selfish, create your boundaries, and really, just be very mindful of where your energy is going and what kind of energy is coming at you. Tip number 4 is to refine your manifestation techniques. So I want to offer you a perspective shift and really just ask yourself, how am I allowing nature and her elements to support my manifestation? One of the habits that I've needed to detach from is not asking nature for help, not asking the universe to assist me. I might get a sign or a synchronicity sometimes, and I won't ask about it. I won't dive deeper into it, and I'll just keep carrying on thinking, wow, that was magical. I'm magical. But I'm not asking nature directly what that means for me. And so that's something that I really needed to let go of. And so as I've been doing that work, it's allowed me to create the space to allow the elements to show up and help me bring my manifestations to fruition. And yesterday for Lammas, I was asked to play the part of the moon goddess, and I was given a bowl of sacred water, and I was asked to anoint every person in the ritual with this water and then offer the leftover water to the earth. And so I just thought it was so it was like a pivotal moment for me, like a small little initiation for me, that I was asked to step in as the moon goddess and do this water ritual while I myself have been working with water and doing water rituals. And so it just feels like an alignment. It feels like a synchronicity. That happening yesterday felt like a synchronicity. And so that is one of the ways that I am evaluating how I am allowing my relationship with nature and the elements to support my manifestations and my embodiment of my manifestations. Think about it this way. Lammas is about the earth and her harvest and her abundance and prosperity that she's sharing with us. Well, the earth is literally the container, the mother of the elements. So when we can reevaluate how we're allowing the earth and her elements to support our manifestations to come so that we may harvest in that sense, that's a really powerful thing that we can do for ourselves. So again, for me, I'm allowing water to support me and help me release belief systems and attachments, and really helped me to embody myself in a way that just lights me up and makes me feel strong and makes me feel powerful and magical. So refine your manifestation skills, really take a deep look about what you're doing, what you're not doing, and how the elements can support you in that work. Tip number 5, we've kind of already touched on this a little bit, but tip number 5 is to release the past. So in my Litha video, I mentioned that we were releasing karma and attachments and addictions and things like that. But releasing who we were in the past is just a little bit different. So really taking a look at the narratives that we are really attaching ourselves to and the belief systems that they create, it's a really great way to create a new beginning for ourselves and to really really letting go of the past is really important, specifically right now and where the energy is collectively in the world, and paired with Lammas. As well, doing a little bit of ancestral work with this and figuring out the generational effects of trauma and how they are creating your belief systems and how they've created these roots, and taking a look at why you are not able to let go of the past and why it holds you back. That's a really great thing to do right now. And so yeah, just letting go of the past so that you can step into your present self and allow your future self to come in and flow more easily is a really beautiful thing to do with Lammas. So that is everything for this Lammas video. I feel like this video was very chaotic. I don't know if I'm going to include all of the bloopers from this video, but yeah, there was a lot going on. And so I hope that everything came together in the end. I have no idea. I hope that it did. And I would really love to hear how you celebrate Lammas. What kind of food do you make? Do you make a bread man? Do you use broomsticks at this time of the year? Please let me know. I really love to learn what other people do. And this is actually a Sabbath that I often don't celebrate. And it's not that I'm not celebrating it actually, it's more like I'm just not going to ceremonies and events, because it's right in the middle of summer and there's just a lot going on. And so this is often a Sabbath that I actually don't do anything for. But I did this year, and it really made sense for me and where I was at my journey. Like I said, I was asked to be the moon goddess in our ceremony yesterday, and that really aligned with all of the water work that I've been doing. So that is all for my Lammas video this year, and thank you so much for being here and for being patient with me with the wind and all that stuff. So thank you so much for being here, and if you have not checked out my website and my Instagram, Soul and Celine, yet, and signed up for my email list to get your free guide to elemental magic, go do that. The links for you will be down below. And leave a comment letting me know how you're celebrating Lammas. Did you make a bread man? What are you doing? I would really love to know. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon from my Beltane video, which I know is so silly, but it's coming. So I will see you next time. Bye. Hi everybody, I'm Brianna of the earth and oh my god, beautiful and we can also I don't know if you can hear that. And now we get to harvest